Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing good. Today I welcome you to module 6 Creative Expressions for Mental Well-being. In this module, we will discuss how different kind of creative expressions like art, dance and music they all contribute to our mental health well-being. They also support in our social, mental and psychological homeostasis. Definitely this mechanism is not an alternative for any kind of professional help, but this can help as a support tool for our mental well-being. So before we start, I would like to introduce myself. I am Akanksha Avasthi. I am a mental health expert and RCI registered clinical psychologist. I have been working here at Indian Institute of Technology Kanpur for past several years. So let's begin with the lecture 1 of this module 6. The lecture 1 is the role of creative arts, painting, music in mental health. In this particular module, we will discuss following points: how the creative art activities promote emotional expression, benefits of art and music therapy for stress and anxiety relief, few hands-on activities, and the therapeutic effects on music on mood regulation, art as a tool for trauma processing, community building through group art and music activities, and how to incorporate these creative arts into your daily routine so that you can get the maximum benefit. So the first point is how creative activities promote emotional expression. In this particular module, we will discuss two issues. One, non-verbal communication, and the second is emotional release. Sometimes we feel like discussing things with ourselves, with others, but it is quite difficult because we don't know whether the other person will keep it confidential or not. Sometimes it is too much of emotional burden which is also overlapping, which makes it difficult for the emotional expression. In this scenario, what happens? These kind of creative platforms, whether it is art, music or dance, they provide you a platform to express yourself freely. So now coming to the next point, emotional release. Engaging in art making facilities release the pent up emotions, which also feel light, emotionally less burdened, so that you can think about other issues which are also resolving. When you indulge in any kind of creative activity, it helps you in reflecting yourself, what you are thinking in present and how you are feeling. So these kind of creative expressions help you in introspection and also realizing about your mental state at that particular point of time. So now coming to the second thing, how it benefits our stress and anxiety level. So when you indulge in any kind of art, whether it is dance, whether it is music or any kind of creative activity, what happens? We just get involved in the process, and in the process of involvement, we forget about our traumas, our sorrows. So what happens? You just indulge in that process and it reduces the threshold of your stress. The primary benefits include stress reduction, mood enhancement and cognitive benefits. It has been seen in many studies that multiple kind of physical ailments like cholesterol level, your blood pressure level and other anomalies can also deal with music and arts and other mood enhancement activities. The cognitive benefits are also there. If you are a student, you must have some memory issues, you can have some attention concentration issues. So if you indulge in these creative expressions, it has been found that it increases the memory and attention concentration level as well. Art activities. So there are multiple hands-on activities. So there is one particular activity which found very effective in emotional regulation, which is known as emotional wheel technique. So in this technique, you create a wheel and divide it into multiple segments. Each segment is representing a different emotion like sadness, joy, happiness, anger, and you have to assign particular color for that particular segment. For example, if you are feeling low, you can assign a black color. If you are feeling happy, you can assign yellow color. If you are feeling angry, you can assign red color. So by using colors and symbols, you can depict what you are feeling. Free-form painting is also a way of expressive art in which we give the direction to the clients. They don't have to think about any particular agenda while they are painting. It's just free form. Sometimes what happens, it helps in emotional ventilation and also they feel quite relaxed after doing this exercise. The third exercise is journaling with art. In this category, what happens? We combine journaling with art activities. Whether you are dancing, whether you are singing, whether you are creating any music, or you are creating any art piece, you also reflect what you are feeling at that particular point of time. So you combine both things, and it is also having very much therapeutic effects on your mental well-being. The second thing is music activities. In this particular domain, we also have three activities. I'll tell you one by one. The first thing is sound journals. You record daily sounds or music that reflects with your personal internal atmosphere. Rhythm exercises. You put any instrument or any kind of product in which you, by hitting, by tapping, you can produce the noise, you can produce the sound. So by doing this, you are involving your tactile modalities in that particular event, and it also have some kind of therapeutic effect on your emotional and mental state. Writing and performing a song or melody related to personal experiences. Sometimes it has been found that if you are creating a poem, you are writing a song, it also reflects your mental peace. It also reflects your mental state. It also reflects your mental agony. So it's a kind of reflection of your mental state. So it also helps you in dealing with mental health issues at many times. Therapeutic effects of music on mood regulation. So there are multiple regions in our brain like amygdala, limbic system, hypothalamus. These regions are associated with your emotional and psychological mental state. It has been found that when you are involved with music and other kind of artistic abilities, these regions activated, right? So we have seen that if you are listening to an upbeat music, you feel better if you are feeling low. Therapeutic effects of music on mood regulation as well. If you customize your music according to your mood, you can take the maximum advantage of it. Upbeat music, as I already said, can elevate mood, while calming music can reduce your stress and anxiety. Art as a tool for trauma processing. So since ages we have listened this thing that if you are following your passion, if you are doing some hobby, you are pursuing anything, you feel good about yourself. You forget about the time, you forget about your pain and sorrows. So the scientific studies has also been proven this thing that art heals your soul, that art helps your mental state. Art provides a safe space for individuals to express their traumatic experiences because they know that there is no one who is going to judge them and there is no need for any kind of verbal articulation. Reframing trauma. Creating art related to traumatic events can help individuals reframe and make sense of their experiences. Sometimes it has been seen that people re-narrate their traumatic events and they change the details also. By doing this thing, they relive those past experiences and they make it less traumatic for themselves. So it has been seen that by reframing trauma, they feel much better about their particular past event and they also feel that they are becoming relaxed and they are feeling much better about what happened with them in the past. Art therapy is particularly effective for individuals with post-traumatic stress disorder or those who have experienced abuse in childhood or any past time. Art helps individuals process and reframe traumatic memories in a safe and non-threatening environment. Community building through group art and music activities. It provides the social connection. So when you do any art or music activity in a group form, it provides a sense of connectivity, right? It reduces the feeling of isolation and it also promoted shared expression. Collaborative creative projects support group identity and allow individuals to express collective experiences and emotions. Now, the third thing is how to incorporate these creative arts into daily routines for mental well-being. Since all these things are theoretical, I would like to discuss few practical tips with you so that you can also incorporate these creative expressions in your life so that you can work on it. Definitely, I am again supporting this thing that it's not a substitute of any professional help, but it can work as a supportive tool it can enhance your speedy recovery towards your mental well-being. Some daily practices. Morning sketching. Begin the day with a quick sketch to set a positive note. You can just put up paper and pencil and start drawing, sketching without having a proper any structure in your mind. Whatever you are feeling, how you want to start your day with, you can add a positive note if you want. Otherwise, you just a free form of sketching. Second, evening music sessions. Listen to calming music before going to bed. It promotes relaxation and it also enhances sleep and it also enhances your attention and concentration in long run. Regular art and music practice. If you are not that busy and you can incorporate art and music sessions in your life, it is very advantageous for you. You can listen to calming music, you can listen to podcasts which are helping you. You can just start with any kind of creative expression, encouraging simple artistic activities like doodling, painting or listening to music. It can be your favorite Bollywood music as well, or it can be listening to ragas or particular therapeutic podcast. It will be helping your mental state. Mindfulness engagement. So before discussing this particular thing, I want to tell you what is being mindful. Mindfulness means when you are involving all 5 sensory modalities in whatever you are doing, it will become a mindful experience for you. Integrate short creative sessions into daily routines to enhance mindfulness and emotional balance. So, mindfulness through art can be in the way of drawing, it can be in the way of journaling or listening to music while you are feeling particularly stressed. Few things which I want to elaborate again, that these music and art activities, you don't need to be properly trained in these particular things. You don't need to be a trained dancer or trained musician to apply these things. These deep tips can be applied in a common life by any of us. So what I'll tell you is if you are feeling particularly stressed, dejected or you are thinking things are not going on a right track, what you can do, you just sit down calmly and you engage yourself in any kind of artistic expression, whether it can be a music, whether it can be art, whether it can be dance, and then you feel a proper level of calmness and relaxation. Sometimes it won't work in the first usage or in the first time. Also, in mood regulation, in particular mood disorders like bipolar affective disorder, when the person can have polarity between high mood and low mood, we have seen that music and art helps them by balancing it. It works like a mood stabilizer. Definitely, you should keep continuing taking the medication, but these things provide you extra add-on, right? Apart from that, for trauma processing, art is having a very calm and therapeutic effect. It has been seen that when you produce a art piece, it's your brainchild. It provides you safe expression because you know if you are telling it to someone, the person can judge you, the person can't keep it confidential maybe, and there are things that whether you have to put some filters or put some articulation while you are presenting it. But when you are doing it in any kind of art form, you are completely free of doing it. This gives you a sense of liberty and freedom which enhance the mental well-being as well. Now again, coming back to the same thing, community building. We have seen that if you have any kind of mental health issues, it has been found that you are not able to connect with people. There is some hesitation while you are meeting people, some interpersonal conflicts as well. So while you are doing these kind of art activities and you are doing these art activities in a community building program, what happens? You have new connections with people. You are seeing others also doing the same activity and it gives you a sense of community, which is very helpful for people who are struggling with mental health issues. Now again, the most important thing, how to incorporate creative art into your daily routine. As I have already told you, there are multiple activities you can do. You can also choose wisely what works best for you. If you feel like that after sketching you feel more low, you feel more sad, then stop doing it. Maybe you can add on some vibrant colors while you are drawing it, right? Or if you are feeling that while you are sad, you are going into a loop of listening to particular sad songs, then you have to check on it. You have to use very wisely what works best for you in that particular mood setting. Sometimes you see that if you follow your hobby, that you have the hobby of writing poetry while you are in your college time, while you are a child, and now you have stopped this thing, please again start that hobby, because sometime by expressing these artistic expressions, you feel that you are again going to that joyful state and you feel much better about yourself. So you can incorporate these small things in your life, in your daily routine. Whether you are busy, whether you are a student, you have to understand that these kind of small ventures can promote your mental well-being. You just hardly take 5 to 10 minutes in the morning while you wake up and you are still on the bed. Before starting your daily routine, you just start these activities. Secondly, you do it just before going to sleep. These small activities, these small habits will enhance your mental state. When you are mindful and when you are doing that particular activity, it is having a coupled advantage because you know what you are going to do. So you are involving in the process and you are mindful that in the present state I am feeling sad and I am involving in this, and gradually you forget what you were feeling earlier when you started this activity. So being mindful and doing these artistic activities when got coupled have maximum advantage. Also, I would suggest कि if you are going through any serious mental health issue, kindly keep taking your medications. If you are taking therapeutic support, keep taking it. But these are some support system which you can incorporate along with your professional health setup. This will enhance your mental well-being, and this will also, if you're not, again I'll focus on this thing. If you are not going through any mental health issue, then again you can take advantage of these artistic expressions, because sometimes even though we don't have any mental health issue, we are struggling with how to express our emotional state, how to express with our emotional needs. Sometimes we struggle with being assertive, sometimes we struggle with how to communicate what we exactly feeling, because we don't know whether the other person whom we are telling will judge us or not. In that way also, these artistic expressions will help you a lot. So I suggest you to go through this module carefully and go through all the references in a particular way by reading and by understanding the proper mechanism, how it works with you. So this is the references, and please go through it and check these things, these books, and you will definitely get benefited. Thank you very much.